Hello guys, so we are back, and so now what we'll be doing is separating this database into single files. Like March 18 contains the March 18 contains like see, I'll just will be more intuitive. Yeah, what is the file? Fund. Yeah. So I'll be separating this whole thing in a separate folder, separate file. This whole thing in a separate file. March 17 in a March 16 in a separate file. March 15 in a separate file, and March 14 in a separate file. And then we are going to what we're going to do is combine those together to make a, a 5 rows. Yeah, and yeah, that's it. So what we'll be doing is separating those. So define separate dataset single 14. So what separation does is makes us clear about things, about the really things that matter. CSV, BSE, yeah. So we'll be passing a stock. Then what we'll be doing is slash dot CSV dot format str stock, and then first we'll be taking like the list of companies, which will be 53007, then 532644. So we'll be using that in a separate function. Yeah, so we'll drop those columns, the March 18, March 17, March 16, March 15 columns. One in place equals true. Okay, so now we are ready. Now we are dropping those columns where now we are let me see, we'll print this out. Yeah, 53007. Just print this out. So actually we are dropping an extra index, which we are dropping here in this line, and that's it. So what we'll be doing is now uh, we will be renaming the columns. Df.rename columns is equal to March 14 dates 0. So the dates will be the actual list which we have, like the dates will be, yeah, I'll just copy paste. 31st, 30 March. So like in the data we have got, there is only Mar 14 and then describing not the date. And what we will be having further is using the actual date rather than the year and the name of the month. So these are legit days on which the market ran. Just copy paste this. Okay, so the market didn't ran on 31st March, it ran on 28th March. It was 29, 30, 40, 30 was holiday. So yeah, so now we'll be renaming this to the date column, and what we'll be doing is df is equal to transpose, and then try transposing so that the rows become the columns and the columns become the rows. Yeah, so df is equal to, and we'll be dropping some columns here too, which are very like they contained only the names. So I'll be dropping those. I can show you those. Uh, like this column here, this column here, this column here, this column here, this column here. Yeah. So we'll be and this column here, one column here. So we'll be dropping those rows. So I have those indexes already ready with me, which are which are having those values. So 39, 40, 41, 42. If this doesn't work, then there's another like list. Df is equal to drop, df dot drop. Sometimes it happens that the data is in different forms, and sometimes it is not being able to, what we say, drop those columns if they are in other places. So what we'll be doing is here just dropping those columns which are not useful for us. Yeah, apparently money control provides it in two formats, the data which we are getting, and yeah, these are the things you need to drop. Axis equal to 1, df.2 csv, bse slash dot csv dot format str str stock, comma 14. Alright, so we'll be doing this for the 15s and 16s similarly, and yeah, just changing this to 15. We dropping March 15, so Alright, we'll be taking some time here. Alright, just copy paste this. Seventeen, 16, 17, 3. March 18. So we have 5 elements, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So yeah, we are done. Now we'll separate those out. Yeah, separation. For code in list of comps, separate data is single code, separate data code, separate code, separate 17 code, separate 18 code. Yeah, so we'll be separating those out, and yeah, so now what we'll be doing is running this separation operation. Let's see how it works out. Alright, it did work out, and we were able to divide it into different. Okay, the March agent didn't become 31st March. Alright, we'll look into that. Apparently it should have renamed. I don't know. Maybe some. Yeah, we didn't do in place is equal to true. So now we need to do in place is equal to true in every step. Columns. So yeah, I think now it will. Okay, let's see now the output. Yeah, so it does do it. 31st March 2014. This is the thing. Now what I want to do is combine, like I'm using this pandas library and I find it very uh, helpful. And so we'll be combining the output, all the rows, into one single file. So what we'll be doing is I is equal to 0, main for code in list till now, list of comms. I don't think we require I is equal to 0. Let's see. uh, okay, now df is equal to pd dot read csv bsc slash plus str code plus dot csv. We'll be combining these outputs, df1 15, df2 16, (17), df3, and then the last thing, df4 18. Now what we'll be doing is concatenating the columns using concatenating the, yeah. So what we will be from the first row, because the first row is of the ratios and we don't the column names, so we don't want that. Okay, now what we'll be doing is concat.columns is equal to df.iloc 0 print concat. Let's see what the output is. So what happens is what I'm using this line because there's a problem. We need yeah, I'll show you that. Concat. I'll just convert it into a CSV file and then show you the output. Okay, apparently it didn't run because I did not write combine. Now see. Alright, so we get this thing. So we want to avoid this unnamed 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 thing. So the workaround is that we set this values to the indexes in row 0, the values in row 0. And so the how we do that is using this. So let's see what we get now. Yeah, let's see again the output. Yeah, so we get this. Yeah, and we wanted that to happen, as we needed that to happen. So let's jump on to, yeah, this was the code for today.